some Smite. I'm gonna remember to hit start record at the beginning of the stream for the first time ever. Here we are. They should be starting any second now. Starting picks and bans. Let me open up chat. Howdy, howdy. Bit of a later start. Oh, yep, here we are. Bit of a later start than yesterday. This game was originally, I think the plan was to start at 8:30, but I don't really know the context and why I got back to 10. On her banned out. That's a thing that's pretty strong right now. Making some space from R2 in the duo lane. A big part of this game is they're adjusting off after their loss yesterday. Salty Spitton is. So they learned a lot. They've been working a lot today. And let's see. Let me just I did turn my audio on, right? I did. Okay. It's picking me up. We're good. Right. So we get a Giannis ban, another character that is just topping the pick and bans list right now, as well as Guan Yu, popular in the Soul lane. The second ban for Hot Ink Dog. I will be calling them Hot Dog Ink repeatedly because the name doesn't make sense, which is incredibly funny. But Athena, another character that's running picks and bans and ranked right now. That character is especially strong in the support role. Still junglers left open. Raijin also goes out. 2 bans in the direction of Hot Ink Dog's mid laner. Who I believe I want to say is Duckaroni, but I don't quite remember, even though I looked at the list mere minutes ago. Tiamat ban, another ban towards the mid lane. Going to force both mid laners quite a bit down their god pool. Tsukiyomi, first pick locked in. That's going to go towards Lloyd81. Didn't have such a great game yesterday, but hopefully he gets to pick it up a good bit today. 2 picks for Hot Ink Dog. The Gilgamesh, an incredibly strong character right now that I feel like was most definitely overlooked in picks and bans. That character does a lot of work. His drop kick hits a little hard, and he just does so much that is almost, I would put good money that that's a jungle pick based on where we're seeing that in the SPL right now. Yamoja also locked in, something that's very hard to deal with. Like a good Yamoja. Danza pick that R2 has been going back to quite a bit, as well as Discordia. Something that Blood showed he can really throw his weight around on. I have a Twitch notification. I don't know what that's for. Very cool. Getting back to the game. The third pick of the half. Does it? That's odd. I need to go do not disturb on Discord so it doesn't, so I stop getting notifications. Cardanos is going to be the third pick for Hot Ink Dog. Cardanos? No, they are not switching up roles. They are able to trade back and forth. So if they want to pick something that's higher priority, but see Lloyd is last in the picks list, R2 can pick Tsukiyomi for him, and they can swap characters around in a couple seconds before the game. Banned out by Ymir's band, as well as Hunbats. Hunbats, another strong jungler, as the Salted Spoon already has their jungler locked in. 2 support bans. I think those are really high pressure. Yamoja is a character that can get pressured out early by things like the Ymir and the Sobek, so banning those out will be good for them. 2 picks that Silent does play a little bit at least. The 5th ban for the Salty Spittoon, I imagine, is gonna be either a jungle or a solo. I think they're assuming that it's Gilgamesh is in the jungle, which I think is a pretty safe assumption. So the 5th ban is almost definitely going to be a jungler or a mid laner, trying to force this mid laner a little further down the god pool. But they're taking their sweet time with it. I'm interested to see what this Cardanos can do, because I don't think we see Cardanos nearly enough. I think that character's really fun. I'm hoping this is just them taking forever and not my game breaking. With Smite, nope, the Nemesis ban is going. Is Nem good, right? I think Nem's been good for the past year, so that's a pretty solid ban. Next in the picks, William K gets his pick. I feel I have the roster on like another tab, but I have to tab out the Morrigan. That's a really high pressure pick. That's especially good here because you're going to get a second Gilgamesh potentially. You could get a Danza ult, you can get a Tsukuyomi ult. A second Yamosha ult wouldn't be bad either. Should be the next two picks for the Salty Spittoon. Their support, they need both of their tanks, their support and solo. What's still open? That's Ares is open, Khepri is open. I expect a Khepri pick here. And I almost expect a Sun Wukong pick from Twister. I think it's going to be a Sun Wukong or a Nike. Jing Chen makes a lot of sense. Jing Chen is a pick that Silent goes back to day after day. It does a lot for him, and I think he does a lot with it. It's really good at just, like, baiting beads. Enough for the Discordia, the Danza, and the Tsukuyomi to do the rest of the work. Looks like Twister's going to get to pick for himself, as they still need the soul in her. Unless this is Tsukuyomi solo, and I'm crazy. King Arthur, I would say, is the best soul inner in the game right now. And a phenomenal pickup for Twister. Something I know he can play. I'm expecting big things out of the Arthur. Going to be going into the Gilgamesh. I think Arthur's matchup in the Gilgamesh is pretty good. And the Serket pick. Meaning the Gilgamesh is definitely going to be a soul laner, and the Serket is definitely going to be the jungler. Trading around picks. No trades out of Hot Dog Gang. That's interesting. That's a lot of knowledge for going into game 2. Nope, there's a trade last second. Okay. When you know a team isn't going to trade picks, you know, like, if they lock that Gilgamesh, it's not going to be, like... No, that doesn't actually mean a lot. But if you know, like, what the roster is, like, I could have if I had the, page up. You'd know that Gilgamesh is going to the soul in here. Couple minutes until we can actually get in the game because of course, observer delay. But to look into some of the matchups, I think I definitely like the support matchup here. I'm starting with the support because I'm a support main. I think Jing Chen into Yamoja is very, very strong. Because Yamoja really just doesn't have, like, the escapes. She's going to have to get beads, and every role is getting beads right now, and it feels bad. Because of stuff like Jing Chen. Stuff that you really need to be able to beads. Also because Yamoja, like I said earlier, she has no inherent escape. So she dies really easily if you, like, find her out of position. So that could be a potential target for the Salty Spittoon. The Danza into the Kurdanos, I haven't seen enough Kurdanos to really, like, know what the plan is, or what that character's matchups look like. I think it's probably decent into Danza because Danza doesn't have, like, immediate escape potential from the ultimate. However, his dash doesn't go nearly far enough to save him from the Danza ultimate. But it will do enough to get him out of the Sake. The Discordia into... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, Discordia and the Morrigan is a matchup that I think Discordia can stay safe in, but the Morrigan is very, very strong here. There's a lot of good potential picks for the Morrigan. Like, she could turn... Morrigan, even into something like the Serket, is extremely strong. You get 2 uses of the Death's Bane. Or no, Last Breath. Last Breath is what Serket is called. That'll be extremely strong here. The Soul Lane matchup, I think, is probably where I expect. Gilgamesh is really strong. However, King Arthur is, like, stupid good as a character right now. That the interactions with all of his items, I think, especially if he can build Stone of Gaia here, I think that'll look especially good into lots of knockups and displacement. Like, I know it works into Serket. I believe Ultimate and 2. I know it works into Gilgamesh 3 or Kickback. And I know at least Yamoja's the Riptide also applies to Stone of Gaia. So that'll be especially because that item is, like, kind of the go-to on King Arthur. The jungler matchup here, we're getting into the game. Tsukuyomi is still really good. He's seen a couple of nerfs recently. But from what I heard before the game, Lloyd's still feeling pretty good about that pick. Let's go ahead and get into the spectator. set up the team names. We've got on the friendly team, we have the Salty Spittoon. And on Team Red, we have Hot Ink Dog, which we're placing bets on how long it takes me to say Hot Dog Ink. Without, not like that, but because that name is incredibly funny. Nope, it's not that one. Okay, we're in the game. Gonna go ahead and set up some of this stuff before we, oh no, no, people are all loaded in. I can do this without having it be scuffed. Supports are down there. Then we have our mid laners, soul laners, and our junglers. Serket choosing to start the Boomba's dagger is interesting. I think it goes really well with her kit. I think it, especially because you're looking for that one basic to really detonate all the shots of her poison, will be really good for her. But that item has been nerfed so hard that I don't think it would be as good on her as something like a Protector of the Jungle. Like on Serket, you're really trying to just ambush one person, hit him with your entire kit, burst him with the last breath. But in solo lane, we've got a first item, Fighter's Mask and Blink. This Gilgamesh is going to be looking for a lot of kills early with that item. However, he's going to be extremely weak going into the first couple levels. Something that Lloyd likes to do, that we see him do just about every game, is gank solo lane pre level 3, which could potentially be bad for the Gilgamesh. Bloodbeard is going to get here slightly earlier. That, you know, I was saying good things about the Hog start yesterday, but the, like, marginally faster that it clears, I'm not certain on. Serket skips her back XP camp, looking for something on the Bloodbeard. Looks like Blood's going to be too far back for her to find anything, but she is going to be able to pick the left XP camp. Lots of stuff happening in the duo lane, as Yemoja is brought fairly low. Still has most of her potions, and supports are going for different starts. We see a Sentinel's Gift out of the Yemoja, but a Benevolence out of Silent Hunter. I don't know, starting the Sentinel's Gift is a bit weird for Yemoja, because I think you want the high MP5 amount from that you get from the thing, but Compassion. I think it's like 40 MP5 or something. Both are. Benevolence also allows your ADC to get off to a way better start from that split farm. The soul lane is kind of going as you would expect it with Fighter's Mask. This Gilgamesh got a lot of damage off early. Good that Twister was able to stay alive. Looks like Oracles are going to get secured by the Salty Spittoon, knocking those out. And R2 has a slight lead here in the duo lane. Probably from that XP camp, I'd imagine. And nope, they still have Scorpion, so it's not that. Well, pressure onto Bloodbeard in the mid lane. Serket takes a tower shot in the process, forcing her to back out of the tower. Not quite enough damage to finish the kill, as Tsukuyomi rotates in. A little bit behind, but he's almost definitely going to hit level 3 off of this wave. Yeah, he's not that far behind. Both the mid and the jungle are going back to take their camps, as Blood and Lloyd are going here after this red camp. A little bit more action in the duo lane. Nothing really concrete. No one's going to get that coin, are they? I'm going to be really sad if no one gets that coin. He's not going to get the coin. I'm sad now. Some stuff in the duo lane still from that Fighter's Mask doing a lot of work for William K here. As Bloodbeard and Lloyd's out of mana, he's going to get pressured out. He's probably going to get that the back XP camp. Not having the mana regen you get from Boomba's Dagger is a bit rough early game for assassins, but having that late game Eye of the Jungle, it fights so much better early as well. And the Protector of the Jungle stats are insane. Bloodbeard's going to look for this XP camp. No one's in the area to really stop him, but that's a bit of a risky play, as both junglers finish their tier 1 warrior tabi. No real surprises. Let's take a look at the... What are we on? Wards play. Swisher plays 2 wards. Very proud of him. Player damage is what you expect. Where is net worth? Thank you very much. R2 has a... At this point, 200 gold is not an insignificant lead in the duo lane. And being able to like be that far ahead on something like Danza that can really take advantage of the other carry. Salty does not spot out this Umoja and the Circuit in the left jungle as they're looking for camps. Blood doesn't see this. No mana to jump away, gonna get pulled in by the Circuit. Fair bit of damage. Stun comes out. Oh! Stun on the Circuit, and Lloyd is gonna finish that first blood with a risky play from the Circuit. Not quite panning out. Almost kills Blood. Blood escapes with just a sliver of his HP. Let's take a look at how much he has. 39 health after recovering a few. You're late. Welcome in. This is game 1. See, you haven't missed much. I teleported to a person, so all of the things went away. What did you miss? Not much. This is game 1. I think if you just got in, you probably just caught first blood. This Morgan is gonna get this damage because they have no idea she's there. That is the power of warding your enemy's camps. You get the timers and you can just steal them for free, which is rough for Bloodbeard because that's a lot of farm missing. He's down. He's actually not down much. He's down like 100 gold, which is not much. Discordia looking for the stun, gonna find it while he's invisible. Ult is way off the mark as Lloyd looks into the lane for this kill. He's got his ultimate, but not quite going to find anything. Looks to be a bit of a panic ult out of Bloodbeard after getting stunned while invisible. He wasn't expecting that, even though he was standing still. A Silent Hunter here by himself up against a level 6 Umoja and a level 6 Turnanos. Not quite going to be able to get up there and clear the way, but he's going to hopefully hold it for R2 when he gets here. Nope, he's going to walk back in the tower. That's fine. Back camp's being invaded. Lloyd 81 running away, taking a lot of damage. Circuit last breath comes out. Gonna fire the piercing moonlight. But Circuit ultimate is just enough to finish the kill. They need pressure in this right lane to be able to hold these camps. That's a lot of farm gone from Lloyd. And absolutely nothing that Twister has done. Not having the boots this early, I had a stroke there, set him back quite a bit. It's gonna help him survive, but he wasn't able to get there to help the Lloyd 81. I am not sure what those two emojis mean, but welcome in. This Circuit is that all was good. She and Lloyd are about even in the build, but Lloyd is they're even in that. Looks like Blood is gonna get stunned out by the invisible Morgan. Stunned by the Umoja. Umoja Moonlight Bubble finds the kill. And that is the second kill for Hot Ink Dog. Looking good for them in the mid and jungle, as well as support, as all three have except for jungle, lead on their opposition. Morgan looking for something in this. Morgan is doing a lot of work to the mid 3v3 of the Salty Spitton. If Lloyd had his ult here, he gets a kill. Nope, stun comes out. Stun from Umoja, but Silent Hunter is able to secure the kill. Getting out of the way of the River's Rebuke, running straight into the clutches of the Danza Burrow is gonna almost definitely spell the kill for this Umoja. R2 goes into the ult. Blink comes out from Umoja, but it's not quite enough to get her away from the Danza Burrow. Umoja goes down as Turnanos looks for any kills. Yeah, that was a great play. 3-2 for the Salty Spittoon at the 7-minute mark. However, they are down about 1.5k gold. That's coming straight out of the farm from those invades onto the back right camps as well as the red camp. This Tsukuyomi is going to have to do a lot of work to keep up with the Circuit and the rate that they're stealing their camps away. Because, like, I'm sure they've realized at this point that they need to, like, ward those and be able to contest those. Because Bloodbeard is way out far ahead. Circuit's going to jump in. Not quite has the distance to hit the Cobra's Kiss. As the fight is engaged, both XP camps are going to go in the direction of Hot Ink Dog. As Twister and Gilgamesh exchange with bullets. Gilgamesh is up 2 levels on him, which I think is... yeah, sometimes Mask does that. Looking for a kill on a Twister or his blue. But Silent and Lloyd are on the sides. Silent takes a lot of poke from this Gilgamesh, but Gilgamesh is forced to jump away after a sword from the Arthur comes out. Lloyd gonna confirm the blue camp as Umoja moon stun? I don't know. It's not Piercing Moonlight, so I don't know what it is. Twister, out of mana, gets hit by the last breath. 4 people from Hot Ink Dog are in the area, gonna find the kill on the Twister. 3-man Strife, not quite able to find anything as Blood tries to get away from this fight from Hot Ink Dog. Gonna be hiding in the mid tower while Hot Ink Dog is able to take the entire right jungle, getting the speed camp away from Lloyd. This is going to be a rough thing to come back from. This team is playing well early game, and Salty Spitton is not remotely prepared for it. Dual lane seems to be going decently for both teams. Strife just off the mark, used to clear the minions. But Morgan looks for a stun. Blood backs in the tower before she can find it. It seems like Salty Spitton's plan is to hold out for the late game to be able to fight them, where I think they're going to have a bit more luck in fighting this. Blood's going to miss a bit of that wave, but... that's rough. Silent just misses the Serket that is sitting still in her invisibility, but he jukes every ability and gets out. Silent gets stunned by the Serket as she turns into Gilgamesh. Up, down, does a lot of damage. And the Strife is just off the mark as R2's rotated in. Morgan goes back into her regular stance, is able to get out with just a sliver of health. Silent looking around for her. Doesn't quite see that she's left. Strife finds its target, but is not quite enough to confirm any kills for either team. Did they got the red? Okay, solid invade from Hot Dog Inc. They get out without losing a member, barely without losing a member. But that Morgan Gilgamesh play was just enough to keep that a good trade. Up about 2k gold on the Salty Spitton. We've seen this. This is the third game in a row now we've seen Salty lose early games to like invades that they just were in no position to do anything about. Looks like R2's going to be going for something else. Cardenos decides against it as those minions walk right past him. Oracles confirmed by Lloyd and Silent. As we pass the 10-minute mark, the score is 3-3. Well, this Morgan Le Fay, okay. There's some scary leads. Oh, nice flip. This is a nice lead for Hot Dog at this point of the game. About 2k, just a little bit more than 2k gold, 2.5k-ish. Is gonna be big, but the level leads are even scarier. Gilgamesh up 3 levels. And 1 level in the mid lane. The jungle is keeping up. He has brawlers for the emoji heal, yes. Lloyd is able to keep up with this as Twister is really feeling it in this right lane. This is a hallmark of the last season of their play, was Twister doing extremely well, and now he's forced to play against some people that know what they're doing. Not that anyone else didn't, but now he's playing against people that are really good. Takes a lot of damage with that Gilgamesh ult. Under half of his health. This Serket and Yamoja are going to be looking for blood here because he is able to spot them out with the wards. But looking for another red invade. Silent and Lloyd know they're coming. Serket doesn't seem to know they're there. Red camp is secured by the Salty Spitton, but blood gets stunned out. Takes a lot of damage from that Serket, and the bubble is going to find the kill. Morgan turns into Gilgamesh, looking for another kill on the Silent. Silent looks for the spin, but gets the beads. As Hot Dog Inc. is able to walk away from this red invade unscathed. They did not get the red, but Serket is looking for other kills. Not quite going to be able to find anything because everybody else is already gone. Looking into the right lane to steal away some more of Lloyd's farm. He does not see the invisible Morgan. Oh, no, he does. Spotted out by the ward. He was able to perfectly predict that stun coming in. Impressive movement. I got tripped out by my Discord logo popping up in the top left, but I'm still in Discord. Silent is gonna return to the mid lane. Lloyd and him are looking to clear his minions. As Twister gets his blue attacked, he's able to confirm it, but his tower goes down in trade. This early game is looking rough for Salty Spitton as their lead is not even lead. Their deficit is about 3.5k. Gets firmly out damaged by this Gilgamesh. He's doing a lot of basic attack damage to this Arthur. This Fighter's Mask start is really good, and I'm sure I'm going to hear about it after the game. Knock up from Blood does a lot of damage to this Yamoja, along with some follow-up from Bloodbeard. But R2 is the same level as this Kurnos. They really need to start trying to find kills on him in this lane. They're really just letting Hot Ink Dog get away with these invades. This is going to be an issue. As they look into this for the right lane, Camp's going to find a lot. Twister caught in his right jungle, able to get away, but where is Lloyd 81? He's looking for a steal into Gold Fury, potentially. Morgan looking for a kill. Goes invis, finds a stun onto R2, finds most of his damage, takes a little bit from Lloyd as R2 has to back away in hopes of not getting killed. Red camp gonna be split 3 ways by this Discordia and the Tsukuyomi. As the red camp, they don't see the Circuit here. There's no ward. Oh, Lloyd sees him. Last breath comes out. Stun does a lot. Is he gonna look for the? Nope. He's not gonna look for the piercing moonlight. Piercing moonlight there. If he hits it while she's starting up her dash, definitely kills. R2 looking for something under this. He's lower level. And the beads from the Kurnos saves him from getting pulled by the Jing Chen at the cost of his ultimate as well. R2 goes into the rocket, gonna be able to find the hit as Piercing Moonlight comes out as well. But all 3 are trapped in the River's Rebuke. But this emoji, they're gonna take a lot of damage from this as Morgan is coming in as well. Finds the stun onto R2 as well as the 2. Gonna be able to confirm the kill. Turns into Gilgamesh. The Discordia finds an ultimate, but is not going to be quite enough to save Silent Hunter. They got the Kurnos, but it cost their dual lane. As blood... Oh, that's bad. That's okay. He just pathed himself. He just killed himself by doing that. Lloyd one's going to move to get away. It's the stun from Cool Kids R Us finds her the 3rd kill of the game. 3rd kill of the game. Her 3rd kill of that fight and of the game. Might mean a free Gold Fury as no one is quite alive to contest. Bad pathing from there in blood and over-aggressive play cost them 4 kills and a Gold Fury. That's a bit rough as the lead grows for the Hot Dog Inc. Oh, I said it. I said Hot Dog Inc. I said I wasn't going to do it. It's Hot Ink Dog. Ah. What's the stream time? 34 minutes. Dang. Still has his... Lloyd 81 has a lead on the Circuit, but the Circuit isn't a pick you're playing to try and burst someone down really hard in the late game, especially when you're building like this. You're building the Wing Blade to stay alive into the slows. That was odd. I'm sure that was probably my lag. But this Circuit has a lot of setup potential, especially into stuff like this. Morgan and this Kurnos, who I expect to see more out of late in the game. R2's finished Devos, but Red Camp dropped by Lloyd 81. Not going to allow Circuit the opportunity to pick it up. The right side Lobster dropped by Hot Ink Dog, by the Gilgamesh, the Morgan, and the Yamoja. As Twister looks for just any farm. He's only a level behind now. The deficit has gone down. As the middle tower is under duress from Bloodbeard, who is 4 levels behind this Morgan Le Fay. Not a play... Morgan Le Fay. Thank God it's not Morgan Le Fay. That character is not allowed yet. The Morrigan. I've been playing against too much Morgan Le Fay, and it has damaged my brain. R2, a level under his opponent as well. Lloyd, the only one with a lead in his lane. This mid lane level difference is a bit rough for the Salty Spittoon, as this Morgan has done exactly what it is set out to accomplish. I think a major issue Blood might be having is his build order, because this is solid. He should probably get cooldown shoes here, but you definitely want a big penetration item like the Spear of the Magus, like he's seen every opponent he's had by. Twister gets stunned out, looking for a steal into the Pyromancer. Gonna get a lot of damage off, but he's gonna die in the process. Not able to steal away the Pyromancer in exchange for his life. Hot Dog Inc. extends their 6k gold lead against the Salty Spittoon. Bloodbeard now 5 levels under this Morgan Le Fay. This is a rough game. Gilgamesh is gonna almost definitely be able to get this left tower, as you probably shouldn't let... There's no chance this Gilgamesh gets through game 2. Just no chance. Lloyd's gonna get there to clear the minions in time, but it's gonna take a lot of damage in the process. Circuit having a big effect in this middle lane. able to put her Morrigan ahead. But again, no one has paid any attention to R2. Like, I harped on this last game for so long, or in last night's game. But there's so much potential onto this Kurnos that they need to capitalize on. They're just not. 3 good base attacks and the... Oh, he does not... Oh, no, he does see the circuit. That's why he's rocketing out. Okay. Gets out of there. Salty really just needs to sit back, farm, and try and prevent Hot Ink Dog from doing anything to the to their camp that they've been. These invades have been rough. Sorry, I just got a Twitch notification that I scored a drop. Do I get drops from... Cool. I get... If you link your Smite and Twitch accounts, you can get Twitch drops from watching my channel for long enough. I guess I get similar things from streaming for long enough. That threw me for a loop. But the mid and jungle for Salty Spitton are going back into the lane. This tower is not quite going to drop, but a 5-man gank on a Twister is going to be the end for him. As Gilgamesh hits level 20, he's not having a good game. This mid lane tower is incredibly close to dropping. But the Hot Dog Ink... Oh, nope, I've done it again. They're going to start the Fire Giant. Morgan looking for a stun. Oh, to remember, Fire Giant dropped down to almost half HP. They see Lloyd81 here. He's not being sneaky. Gets stunned up by the Morgan, takes most of his damage. She turns into the Gilgamesh. She's gonna be able to kill him. Silence ult hits a lot. Or, nope, does not. It does not hit a lot is what I meant. Does not hit anything, in fact. As the Morgan Le Fay is able to find the kill on the Lloyd81. R2 split pushes 2 towers. But it's going to mean that Hot Ink Dog is able to secure the Fire Giant at just 20 minutes into the game. Standing there now, what do they got? 4K? Yeah, it's a 4.4K gold lead and a 5K experience lead. It's going to be a bit rough. Silent Hunter, the only one in the area, as Blood is forced back into his tier 2 tower, trying to farm. Lots of damage taken. They're almost definitely going to have to drop the Fire Giant here, as Kurnos was tanking it. Took too much damage to be able to secure it. Fire Giant dropped by Hot Ink Dog from, looks like some unfortunate targeting. Gonna lead to Salty being able to not lose the Fire Giant and not have to defend this early, even though they haven't crossed the midline of the map, let's be real. They did one time, but they got 3 of them killed. Lots of mid XP going to waste that Blood is not getting. He is, let's go back to this screen, he is still 5 levels under his opposition. Morgan Le Fay Morgan Le Fay. My brain is damaged from playing against that character. That's all it is. The Morgan is able to finish that Polynomicon. She is almost definitely going to be able to single-handedly burst down members of the Salty Spittoon with that Polynomicon. Looking for a stun here. If she finds them the Bloodbeard, he dies without a... There's no chance he lives. Just dodges out of the way of that ability. It's not quite enough. Take a look at what that ability is called before I do it again. Dark Omen. I will not be calling it that. Some fighting in the middle lane can lead to a couple of minions being claimed by Silent Hunters. 1 level under his opposition. This, Jing Chen has not had the impact that it's needed to have. He has been off on a lot of ults. I don't think I've seen one really do a lot yet. Morgan Le Fay finds a lot of damage in that backline. Gilgamesh, but he's able to throw him out. Another Gilgamesh in the line. As the golden apple lands onto this Morgan turning to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh might fall to the Arthur here. Arthur able to pick up the kill as Lloyd finds himself in the middle of 4 people. The Morgan goes down. But R2's missing a lot of health. Lloyd's missing some. And a lot of ultimates used to get that kill secured. There's no way they let Gilgamesh get through again. R2 still half health, pushing up, gets hit by the bubble from Umoja, taking a little bit more of his health away. Twister in the back, they do not see him. They don't have any defensive wards. Twister's going to be able to find quite a bit of damage here as Strife lands onto Umoja. Lots of damage happening onto this Kurnos. He should not be able to find his way out of this. Goes down to Lloyd81 as Lloyd81 is not tanking tower. Twister is, but he's going to find himself dead to this Gilgamesh. The middle tower drops to the carries. Twister finds himself, gets hit by the last breath. But Gilgamesh kicks R2D5 198 out. Gonna be able to, he almost definitely gonna be able to kill Bloodbeard. Silent blinks into Peel. But will it be enough? I think it just, nope, won't. As Serket jumps in and the rest of the Hot Ink Dog jumps in to secure this kill. Gets the middle tower as well, almost definitely here. As the front line for Hot Ink Dog is able to do a lot out of that fight. There's not a chance they get Gilgamesh in game 2. That character is doing far too much. I'm shocked they got it game 1. Because of how good that character is, and I know how much Salty hates playing against it. Pyromancer, gonna go down for, yeah, it's gonna go down for free. As the Serket and the Morrigan are able to secure it with a Polynomicon hit, I believe. Are towers even? No, actually, Salty Spitton has one more tower. However, they are still down. Let's take a look. They're still down 7.5k gold and 10k XP. That is a ridiculous amount. Where are the big level leads? There's a 1 level lead in the solo lane, a 1 level lead in the jungle, a 5 level difference in the mid lane, 2 levels in support, and both ADCs are level 20. This, if Salty's gonna be able to find anything, they're gonna find it out of R2. Gold Fury looked at. This Discordia is a little bit out of position. If the Morgan can find a stun on her, she dies. Almost guaranteed. Lloyd's build is pretty big right now. Twister gets just avoids the Cobra's Kiss. But both front lines are on him. The animosity for Gilgamesh is going to be doing a lot of work. Morgan Le Fay looking for a stun. Is able to find it. Poly kick does a lot to this Arthur. He's gonna get out just barely. But the River's Rebuke onto the back line. Gonna R2 is able to beads that. Serket, low health. Silent gonna find himself dead. Piercing Moonlight able to pick off the Serket. As the Golden Apple finds damage onto the Gilgamesh. R2 is not gonna be able to get out of it alive. He's just not fast enough. Bloodbeard goes in to save him. Might experience the same fate as. Did Lloyd die over here? No, he didn't. As 4 members of Hot Ink Dog are still alive. Gonna be able to look towards this Fire Giant. As both of their carries are still full health. Not full. No, both of their carries are not full health. This Morgan is half. But looks like this time the right person started tanking, so they should be able to secure it. Gilgamesh looking for a kill in the back. Lots of damage on the Bloodbeard. Gonna be able to do most of his health. But Twister and Lloyd are able to peel for him. Gilgamesh might go down. Goes down to Lloyd 81, but the Fire Giant is good for Hot Ink Dog. Gilgamesh was able to buy just enough time to get 3 members of Hot Ink Dog with Fire Giant. Probably the members you want, too, with the carry and the hunter. This Kurnos has not had a phenomenal game, but his team has been doing exactly enough to really make that not an issue. He was able to shred that Fire Giant because of the insane front line that this Serket and this Gilgamesh have been putting up. The River's Rebukes from Umoja have been insane. Lots of pings onto this left tower. Looks like Hot Ink Dog is going to use that Fire Giant to start looking for it. Salty does not quite see them. Moving towards the Gold Fury. Nope, they definitely just spotted them on that ward, surely. Should be an uncontested left tower. Salty doesn't. Their group is 5, but they don't seem to know this is going on their left flank. That tower goes down almost for free. They're probably making the call not to contest it as no one's moving. Silent able to finish his compassion here, maybe? Nope, he's not. But this tier 2 tower is probably going to go down for free as well. You don't really want to contest a team with Fire Giant like that. That was shredded incredibly quickly. This would be the last. Not just thinking about it. I was just thinking about the new thing they're adding over here in the next update. This would be the last game, the black competitive game that Salty plays with boots in the game, I believe. So that'll be interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to those changes. I think they'll be really fun. Tank boots are going, thank goodness. Pushing up into taking the tier 2 tower. Salty's going to make the call to drop it. Blood hesitates a little bit. But he's going to be able to back off from the tower. He is the major level difference in this fight. Lower level than his support. 4 levels down, as Hot Dogging systematically knocks out every single tower in the game, going to lead to a Phoenix defense that Salty Spitton is going to have to come out on top of. More than a... What is this lead? All of those towers give Hot Dogging a 12k gold lead. That is absolutely massive. Just at any point in the game. They're going to be whole items out ahead of Salty Spitton, claiming the right side lobster. Both teams still kind of back in base, trying to get a little more farm towards the latter half of the game. Lots of wards on this side of the map, but none on that side, which makes sense because they're fighting on this side of the map. Twister and Lloyd both level 20, but the mid and support for the Salty Spitton are both level 17. Blood has no major penetration other than this Charon's coin, no flat pen. That's going to be a major issue in trying to kill this massive front line. Two magical protection items out of the Circuit and 2 as well out of the Gilgamesh is going to make that Circuit do virtually nothing. The Discordia do virtually nothing to them. It's going to be a major issue, especially because this item, the Spear of the Mages, is a super strong item right now. Getting penetration in that mid lane role is really important because you're hitting a lot of your crowd control onto the front line when they're diving you, as well as, your regular abilities. So you need to be able to do a lot of damage to them quickly. Still Fire Giant on 3 members of Hot Dogging, but it's going to wear off here soon as they move in towards this Phoenix Seed. Circuit looking for anybody out of position, hoping to steal away the speed camp, but Lloyd is able to secure it. They see her over the wall, so now she knows they have wards there. Jumps away. But Hot Ink Dog is hesitant to group up for this Phoenix Siege, even though that's really all they can do on the map right now. They're still farming up quite a bit. All of their starter items are finished. That is a completed Sentinel's Embrace for the Yamoja. And yeah, Pumbaa's Hammer, no surprises here. Boost and Brooch. Still no completed Compassion for Silent Hunter. How much gold does he have in hand? Not enough. Let's take a look at our ward count. Circuit's only placed 3 wards. Well, the nearest person is 3 times that. That's unfortunate. It looks like Hot Dog Ink is going to be... I've said it again. It's Hot Ink Dog. Hot Ink Dog is going to be looking for the Fire Giant to respawn, looking for another fight around it, in hopes of getting that enhanced Fire Giant to help them push down those Phoenixes. Enhanced Fire Giant gives you a lot of power, a lot of regen, and a lot of damage against Phoenixes. Structures as a whole. Which means you, when the enemy team is turtling and you have that, you're able to really just... If your Hunter gets on that Phoenix, it's going. No contest from the Salty Spitton. I don't think I like that play. It's probably good because the mid and the support are just not in the game right now. They're not really able to do anything at that level, as all of Hot Ink Dogs hit level 20. A 2-man knock-up for the Fire Giant, as Hot Ink Dog secures the Fire Giant and looks towards the re-engage at Salty Spitton's Phoenixes. Looks like they're going to be looking for that left side Phoenix, the best one you can get, as it's hard to defend the left side Phoenix as well as the Fire Giant at the same time for taking future Fire Giants. They also have minions very close in every lane. Salty does not seem to know that they're going for this left side Phoenix. They're going to get very close before they start to figure it out. R2's going to have to spot them out here, and the rest of the team's going to have to move with them. They're on the left Phoenix line as they identify that they're there. Unlucky, not even unlucky, bad ward coverage is going to lead to not quite having the positional advantage they want. As Yamoja blinks in, River's Rebuke surrounds R2. But a Sake managed to hit 3. Golden Apple on the back line. R2 taking a lot of damage, is going to be able to maybe find his way out. Nope, goes down to the last breath on Circuit, as Salty's fleeing this Phoenix in shambles. Phoenix falls as 5 members still survive with the enhanced Fire Giant, as they move on towards the middle Phoenix. This Morgan's not quite able to find any CC or any damage, but they need to start making some kind of push. Cylon's able to provide the pressure they need to push up, but turns out they were just waiting for the minion wave to potentially re-engage here. Blood finds himself back at level 19, almost caught up to this Morgan Le Fay. My brain is broken from playing against that character, man, I'm telling you. But they are stuck waiting for another minion wave. As the Titan is under attack, lots of damage from Twister onto the Serket, or nope, onto the Morrigan. But Silent has to back up as they claim the middle Phoenix. Serket blinks in, takes a lot of damage. Arthur ult takes the Morgan into the air, knocking her out. Lots of damage on the Twister. Has not had the best games so far, but that ult surely did something. Lots of damage onto the Salty Spitton's last remaining Phoenix. Double pull from Silent Hunter. Puts the Gilgamesh onto R2. It might even kill him. Golden Apple lands. Lots of damage done, but he's going to be able to find himself out. Piercing Moonlight finishes the kill. Does not put Lloyd far enough away, or far enough to get killed by this Kurnos. All three Phoenixes in the dirt for Salty Spittoon. Massive play potential for Hot Dogging because they're going to back up, regroup, and wait for their teammates to respawn in to look for this end. Salty Spittoon is almost 20k gold behind and needs a miracle to find themselves back in this game. Blood and Silent have caught up in level from those shutdown kills onto the Morgan. Nope, my brain's broken. The Morgan and the Gilgamesh. But will it be enough in these late game fights to find anything? Still, only percent pen out of Bloodbeard. That's a major issue. Something you really don't like to see. Oni Fury started up. That would be pretty good pressure. An Oni wave can sometimes, if you support it well enough, do enough to keep these Fire Giant waves off of your towers. Might give them a chance to hold out as they fall back from the Oni Fury with Hot Dogging nowhere nearby. Grabbing the left side Lobster. As Hot Dogging grabs camps and prepares for this final fight.
This is my revenge.
That did a lot. Morgan is full build. Does not quite have her Charon's coin tank. Serket just off the mark with the blink. Loses her ultimate to the minion. You hate to see it. She was looking for a pull on the Lloyd 81. That almost definitely would have been a kill because he does not have his beads up. But they're able to find their way back into the Titan room. As Hot Dogging looks for this end play. None of them have Fire Giant anymore. But once it comes back up here in a minute or two, they're going to be able to take it for free because Salty has to defend these three waves unless they pull some miracle and steal it. They really have no potential to steal it with these characters without one sacrificing himself. Hot Dogging looking into the Titan room, going to find Silencer a bit out of position, but he's too tanky to really find a kill onto. 5 members of Hot Dogging ready to push onto this Titan. Little bit of damage from the minions as the minions file out. Gonna have to look for that last Fire Giant, as some of the Phoenixes might have a chance to respawn. Specifically the left one, if enough of the defense is put up. Twister doing negligible damage to this Umoja as she walks away. They're gonna be looking for this Fire Giant. Salty cannot go defend it because they have to defend these waves. Maybe 1 or 2 people can. They're gonna look for the Fire Giant as the left side Phoenix respawns. Fire minions in on the right side. Those are going to make it Titan as Salty pulls off of that chase to go defend those. At this point, their only chance is a miracle. They're down more than 20k gold. Wait, no, hold on. No, they're not. Okay, they're down 15k. That's not as bad as 20k. But still, they're kind of holding out for a miracle. Almost said the song title. That would be funny. R2 really needs to, they need to peel for him to get him to survive these fights. Looking into this final Titan siege, they're going to be looking for this left Phoenix here to keep all of them out. The mid Phoenix almost definitely going to go down the second it spawns. We did not know you long, mid Phoenix. Left Phoenix should be going down here to this Morgan fairly soon. She's got Polynomicon. Polynomicon plus Fire Giant equals dead Phoenixes. Takes a shot herself, not quite gonna matter. The right Phoenix will fall as well, unless they put up some absolutely crazy defense. They don't seem to see this Morgan looking around. Twister is not anywhere near quite to help. Lloyd might die, but the beads is able to keep him alive. Lots of damage from the Morgan Le Fay is able to confirm the kill. Bloodbeard finds a golden apple in the Kernos, but he beats us for some reason. Spreads it to the Serket. Serket takes a lot of damage, gonna push her out. But the Titan's health is dropping rapidly. The Kronos is able to get unmitigated basic attacks, ending the game. That Titan goes down. Cannot lose early game like that. That was, that was a good game. Hot Dog Inc. just ran that from minute one with that Morgan and that Gilgamesh. I do, like, if Hot Dog Inc. gets Gilgamesh again, man, I don't know. That absolutely cannot happen. They're in a match lobby already. Let's get straight into game 2. Oh god, here we go. Okay, we're already in the bands. Gilgamesh is out, thank god. I didn't have to think about what I was gonna do if that got through. That's all I would be talking about the entire game if that got through. Giannis and On Her also banned. That's gonna leave the Raijin open from last game. Bans, I imagine, stay the same for Hot Ink Dog, as they really had no issue dismantling the Salty Spitton in that last game. Tsukuyomi locked in first for Loyalty 1 again. I don't mind him going back to that pick. I think he was decent on that pick. I wish he would have a little bit more of an impact, especially in the early game when they're losing all of those camps, all of those fantastic invades from Hot Dogging. I said it again. It's Hot Ink Dog. First 2 picks for the for Hot Ink Dog. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to that Morgan. That Morgan was especially strong, turning into that Gilgamesh. I imagine they do it again. Bloodbeard really needs to pick up after last game. He got way out farmed, way outplayed. Needs to get that penetration online way sooner. They do need the Jade Dragon's arm sleeves. That would absolutely help. Danzaburo picked away. We're going to see R2 have to pick something different for the first time in these 2 games. I imagine it'll be the Cupid. I almost guarantee it'll be the Cupid. But Bloodbeard and Silent get the next picks. They probably go for... I would go for a solo winner here. Honestly, to Nuwa. Oh, I don't feel great about that. Nuwa does not have the escape potential to get away from the Morgan or the Stanza. She is going to get eaten alive unless Salty's able to really peel for her. This Jing Chen might be a step towards that if he can pick it up from last game. He had, from my perspective, virtually 0 impact on that last game. Maybe 1 or 2 good pulls in the end. He had some good jukes. I'm glad we got that clipped. I'll Cullen pick. That is a strong pick right now. Twister's going to have a rough time in the soul lane as we go into the second ban phase. Salty needs a solo laner and a hunter. King Arthur gone. While Hot Ink Dog needs a support and a jungler. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Serket again. The Serket was an extremely powerful pick. I would love to see it again. And out of... yeah, the Emoji Ben, that checks out. Lots of good support still on the table. The Ymir, the Sobek still alive. That would be either of those picks would be a major issue into this Nuwa. This Nuwa, I'm going to be racking on it all game, is immobile, has to use her ult to peel for her, has to use her ult to get things off of her. First pick, going to be William K's pick. A Pele jungle is another thing that is going to eat that Nuwa alive. This Nuwa is going to need a massive amount of peel, or it is going to have a bad time. I imagine Salty probably picks. I think they're going to be a bit rough mentally, and I think they're going to go some comfort picks. I'm expecting a Cupid out of R2, and I'm expecting like a Nike or an Achilles out of Cupid. Yep, there's the Cupid. Ever lose at the Texans? Yeah, no, this is a rough one. I would expect the Nike here. I think the Cupid pick is fine. It's a comfort pick if I've ever seen it. But this, I'm gonna be on all game. This Nuwa is gonna get eaten alive, man. Twister's still waiting a while on this pick. I think I would put good money that it's gonna be the Achilles, or he's gonna pull out something weird. It's gonna be like Odin or something. I can hear it in comms right now. Guys, don't worry. Odin's good here. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad. Nike, okay. What I'd say, I called it. And the Khepri support pick is going to be really good for all that dive. That is, Hot Ink Dog coming in with a much better draft, I think. This Nuwa's going to suffer. Yeah, nice job calling it. Yeah. This is going to be a rough one, I think. I almost like the support matchup for Jing Chen. Nike into Kakala. Man, Kakala's good. But this jungle matchup, I think... I am yet to cast a game 3 just ever. I hope this is the one. But Bloodbeard really needs to pull it back from that last game to be able to do stuff. In here. He last game fell behind about 5 levels. Yeah, it's been 2-0 sweeps every single time. He fell 5 levels behind the Morrigan, and I don't think Nuwa's a pick where he's gonna be able to find any improvement on it. Because he's just gonna struggle even more with this Khepri. This Morrigan is good in the Nuwa, Pele is good in the Nuwa, Danzaburo is good in the Nuwa. Cucullin is good into every god in the game because it's Cucullin. And I don't... Okay. I think what I would do differently if I'm the Salty Spitton, Blood needs some safer picks than this Nuwa. I would have gone back to the Discordia. I'm sure he's discouraged because they just lost the last game with it. But I think out of the gods I know he plays, I think it is the best option here. The other option is Kukulkan, which I really don't like into this team for similar reasons. I think they need to play around R2. He keeps doing, like, he's even the entire game. He's not getting camped or anything. And they need to, like, Dance is not hard to pick off. I'm also curious about the Tsukuyomi pick, because Lloyd has been really practicing Thor, and I'm kind of shocked he didn't pull it out here. He's put a lot of work into that pick today, since the last game, his early game on it was pretty mediocre. I think if they can polish up their early game, there's a chance, but if they just get hit by invade after invade after invade again, like they did in the last game, I think they're gonna have a tough time. Again, this a low movement team. Cupid dashes. What did I just hear? Sorry. That was odd. Cupid Dash is pretty good to keep him safe from a lot of these high dive picks, like this Azula skin, by the way, which you have to straight pay money for. I forgot that was the thing. Good looking skin though. This Nike is gonna have to, Twister's gonna have to do a lot better than he did in the last game. And against the Cucullin too, I'm not always that confident. And Cucullin can, in rage mode, can interrupt Nike's abilities, which is a bit rough for him. I think we're gonna have to see... Yeah, no, it's just mid-jungle need to step it up after last game. They can't just lie down and die when they get invaded time after time again. I'm not sure. I hope that countdown was for me getting in the game. It was, and I'm gonna check this Discord notification I have. That's rough. Getting back into the game. Have we switched sides? I am met. Why is this here? Okay. Nope, we're on the same sides, but we do get to update the spectator. Game state is going to be 0-1. And for hot dogging. Can we get a game 3? Let's go ahead and sort things. I feel like sorting this down here wouldn't be like a hard thing for Oh, I'm having a stroke looking at this. That is not Nike support. Sorting this down here would not be a hard thing for Smite Spectre to just do itself. Just like add a button for it. But I imagine we're going to get a similar start. R2 is going to get the... Yep, he's got the hog. I'm not feeling as good about the start now that I'm seeing it in relation to other starts. Because he spends 100 gold on this hog. And it gets Bloodbeard to mid milliseconds earlier than it would otherwise. And Like, we're gonna watch it. They're gonna get there at about, like, there's gonna be marginal difference between the two things. Khepri has started upgraded Sunder. They're gonna be looking for kills in the dual lane early. So I'm gonna be there a bunch, I'm assuming. And don't mind me. Just checking Discord. R2 and Blood, yep. Hog onto the camps. They're going to get pulled Blood's direction this time, which is good. See, he's... actually, no, this isn't... yeah, okay, the difference is like not even half a second, I don't think. I don't think it mattered, honestly. See, yeah, she's still going to clear the wave fully before Blood is able to. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to save that ability to clear the minions. Blood when you're watching this later down the line. Going for that poke, especially when you're not hitting it. Gonna be another... They've gotten every single XP camp. Khepri looks for the... It's able to find the root. Oh, pull on the Silence. Silence takes a lot of damage. Has to... I mean, doesn't really have to shell himself, but he does shell himself to prevent some of that damage. He's still got quite a lot of health potions. But losing your relic is a bit rough. Hot Dog Inc. has a I've said it again, this Hot Ink Dog has a massive lead. Silent gonna fall to the Danzaburo 1. A lot of work's gonna need to be... Yeah, there's a lot to be learned off of this. Lloyd and Blood back in the mid lane. This early game is gonna be... We're in for a rough one. Pele looking for something, gets stunned out by the Tsukuyomi. Not quite able to find that knockup, which I don't actually think she... Well, now she has it. Twister pushed back into his tier 1 tower again by this Cullen. Shades of last game, as he's even lower this time. Both of them went for the Fighter's Mask start, but it looks like one got the better end of it, I'd say. Twister almost definitely gonna die? No, he's gonna live to that Cullen, but he's incredibly low in that tier 1 tower. Hits level 4 before him. But I don't think it's going to be by much. If he goes for this kill, I will actually be upset. He won't. Lloyd is half health and half mana. Kind of what happens when you get that item. This Pele has finished boots. And... Oh, they don't see this Khepri here. Kepri's going to go for the steal. Khepri not quite able to steal it away. Morgan going to look for Lloyd while he's invisible. I don't think she has enough damage to confirm a kill. But these early game plays are really going to get in the heads of the Salty Spitton. It's going to be a major issue for them as Lloyd has no mana and has absolutely no right to be here. Well, those are Nuwa minions. Where did those come from? Nuwa is all the way at base. This wave is going to get a bit of damage on tower as Twister is healed a fair bit of his health. Comes back into the right lane. Looking for... this wave. Looking to not die, honestly, is kind of what you hope to be from South. They look... Jesus Christ, this dual lane level difference is something. R2 is hit level 5, while Silent is only level 3. That is kind of what happens when you get first blooded. But they're going to be able to claim this XP camp a second time. They need... R2 is ahead. I don't know why they're not just playing around him every single game. Because this is, like, what happens every single game. He's able to survive that first little bit, get himself a little bit ahead. Oracle's claimed by the Pele. As Twister got poked out again by this full health Cullen in right lane. No ganks yet. They spot out this Pele. Pele looking for something, potentially another kill onto this Jing Chen. As they back in the tower, Pele decides to disengage from it. Both she and Lloyd 81 are level 5. Ult comes out just off the mark. Great play from Lloyd. Stun on the Pele. Does he not have Piercing Moonlight? He just didn't feel like getting a kill, I guess. He's gonna get himself killed here. He dies to the minions. Wow, that was bad. So was that. You have to take those kills. Like, when you get that other jungler low, you have to Piercing Moonlight them to finish the kill. I don't know if he thought... I don't know if he was No, he definitely... Was Blood's ult on cooldown? I'm incredibly confused, because that's not something he does. I am really curious, because you definitely ult to confirm the kill there. That's rough. Gonna find himself a bit below this Pele. Not quite... Yeah, no, it's gonna be in level. As another massive lead from this Morgan is gonna happen in mid, and Blood's gonna fall further behind. Silence behind the support, and R2 is gonna be kind of where he was last game, in a terrifying minimal space between doing anything and having any help. Pele in the area to steal this blue camp. She manages to do it as this Cullen. This team is running a drain on Celtics Platoon in the early game. This is rough. Lloyd's still level 5, still has the ultimate. Gonna recall here, probably only able to finish Mace. I'm so flustered off of that play. That should have been free. But I don't know if he was waiting for Blood's ult or like... That's gotta be what it was. I'm sure they're as tilted as I am, and we are going to see the effects of that. Lloyd goes for this speed camp. Maybe it gets him to level 6. But the early game from Hot Dog has already given them a almost 2k gold lead at this point in the game. Khepri not having a massive impact, but he's still a level over Silent. Lloyd gets his back camps. That's I imagine they'll be trying to steal those soon. Morgan looks into the right lane. Oh, she's level 8. He's level 6. She's gonna find those abilities. Turns into Pele just off the mark with the abilities. Stun comes out from Bloodbeard. As good damage onto the... She's gonna get Khepri ulted and gets out because they didn't hold the damage. Okay. Yep. Nope, we're in here. R2's pushed up on this Danzaburo. As Lloyd finds the piercing moonlight. And another kill onto Khepri, potentially. Nope, they back off from that. I understand why for Lloyd, but... Oh boy. Twister, starting to do a little better in this lane. Has only the Stone of Gaia, well... Cullen has boots and the item. I am in a state, man. R2 has a slight lead on this Danzaburo. I can't imagine why they're not just focusing his lane right now. Try to get kills in this Danzaburo. That's something that Lloyd can absolutely do on this Tsukuyomi. Pele gonna look for this red camp. Gonna drop her ward on it. Gonna get the abilities off. Knocks him up out of the ability. Oh, goes off. R2's gonna be able to... Nope, not quite body block it, but he's able to... What? Oh, he got the kill from the spikes. Spike cleaned up the kill on the Pele. Jungler for jungler, I don't mind that. That's pretty solid, but, like, that's rough. He got knocked up out of the thing. Cullen's gonna find... Nope, Cullen's gonna back out of getting the entire back camp, which he should have been able to do for free, I think. But Blood is, again, a little bit behind this, Morgan. I wonder if he heard me complaining about his, pen and is now building pen. Did they tune in, like, while I was, just between games to hear only that? That'd be funny. Lots of damage on the Twister. Okay. So the shield blocks damage, not like... It's not the kind of thing you use when they've already used all of their abilities against you. And they're... Yep. Silent gonna look for these right XP camps. Not quite gonna be able to find anything. Blood 2 levels behind us, the Morgan. Pele in the area. Blood has not suffered this game as much as I thought he would on this new pick. He has not gotten, like, really picked. Yeah, I think the Suki trade wasn't bad. Chat. I think it's good because R2 got some XP off of it. Lloyd looking for something. Are they just... Do they have my stream open? Did they hear me say do stuff in the left lane? Pele's gonna look for these... Pele is on the back camp patrol right now. Looking for anything. Knock up on a Pele. Stun! Twister finds herself in the area, but she's gonna get herself without the ult. Blood's gonna be able to find the kill! With the, fire... Is that really called fire shards? Let's find out. It's definitely called fire shards, actually. I'm not even gonna bother. Pinging onto the Gold Fury. potentially a kill onto R2 is I think what they just thought they could get. But without the Pele, there's nothing left for them to have. The XP deficit has gone down a little bit. Lloyd looks for a kill in the left lane. Will he be able to find anything? Doesn't look... He looks like he's going to back off because the dance is too far away. Level 10, the Morgan. Level 12 on the Cucullin, finishing his Mystical Mail. Item we're seeing a lot out of the Soul Lane recently. 3 people in the left lane looking for pressure onto this Cupid. Gonna be able to find it. I don't know if they'll be able to find a tower, but the Morgan is rotating back into the middle lane. Blood does not see her cross that ward. He'll just be... Nope, he gets stunned out. Drops his beads. And now Hot Ink Dog has the kill potential. And, we're in trouble. Twister taking a lot of damage with the call and doesn't see Pele in the area. A great wall jump gets him out of the fight. Should get him to live. I did not know that wall was wide enough for Nike to jump over, actually. Yeah, I guess. Bloodbeard not nearly as far behind as he was the game before. Let's take a look at our ward count. Not many for anybody at this point in the game. But player damage is exactly as you would expect it. Lloyd first on this team is great to see after his performance in yesterday's game where he had like 4k goal or 4k damage in like 30 minutes. A lot of damage taken by this Pele, but nothing spotted out by Salty Spoon. There was a really good kill potential there. They just nowhere near it. A new wall might even confirm those kills if they had seen it. But Blood, for the first time in this set, outside of the beginning of the game, is going to be even with his opponent. As kills looked for, Danzaburo has to invis away. Lloyd still level 10. Is significantly further behind. Gets plucked out by the Kepri. Almost guaranteed to die to this. Cullen just didn't see the play coming. Gold Fury started up by Hot Ink Dog. But Nua ult spots it out. But only R2's close enough to find it, and Cullen is going to be able to keep him away. Silence in there as the Gold Fury is going to drop virtually for free. The Hot Ink Dog. A kill and a Gold Fury. Gets that, makes that early Cucullin rotation really worth it. They absolutely slaughtered Lloyd with that Kepri pole, the Kepri stun, or root, and everything else they have. Blood able to kind of keep... Blood's actually able to keep up with the Morgan this game. But Twister over here in the right lane has not had a good set. He has had a rough time with both of these aggressive picks into his Nike and his Arthur. I cannot imagine the mental is doing phenomenal. I'm sure they're holding it together. But they really need to be able to find more in this left lane. Middle tower under a lot of pressure from this wave. But Lloyd might get picked out again as Morgan lands the stun, costing him the beads. Lots of pressure onto this jungler is gonna lead to him being a level behind that Pele. That's a bit rough because Pele now has that second relic, or has the ability to get it. She might look for a kill here onto this Nuwa. Morgan looking for that stun. Catches out the Nuwa beads, and Silent is nowhere close to that ultimate. Pele ults in, not quite able to find anything, but the stun is not going to happen because it gets knocked up and cancelled. Both teams going to back out here, costing ultimates from the Pele. Did it cost the ult if she used it to go in? Because I think no. Finds the stun on the Silent. Lots of damage on the Silent. Kepri might go for the... Does not go for the pull. But Cucullin is in the area. This middle tower almost definitely goes down. Lloyd's in the area. Needs to find an ult onto this backline to start killing this Morgan. Middle tower going to drop here as Danza rotates. R2 is still in the left lane. And Salty is pushed back, down 3k gold off of these kills. Whoop, she lagged forwards a little bit. That's a bit odd. Gonna take a bit of damage to Twister. Twister jumps, baiting his escape, but he's gonna have to ult. The slows enough to keep Hot Ink Dog at bay as he's going to escape into that left tower. R2 fighting the Danzaburo. Danzaburo's gonna go into the rocket, almost definitely gonna find the kill. Beads Age just came out from R2. So does the ult, but he's gonna get a significant amount of healing, I assume, from the Asai. Even health, both hunters are without their ultimates, but Danza still has a bead. Both hunters still have their beads, actually. Blue gonna get contested by the Cullen. Twister's gonna back off almost immediately. I would too if Cullen looked at me like that. Drops the blue, gonna pick it up again, just distracting him from that right side tower, causing him to miss. He's gonna miss almost this entire minion wave because of this dancer on the blue. This is just impressive out of Cullen to be able to keep this much farm. Stun able to confirm the camp for him and cost so much farm from Twister. He missed an entire wave as well as that blue. This is you hate to see it. Blood now 2 levels down again from this Morgan. I don't know where that came from. The answer is farm, by the way. Ult comes out, just trying to scout out where they are. Maybe they're on Fire Giant, maybe they're not. But both Silen and Blood are in the mid lane. A bit, they're kind of far up. There's some awkward wards here. I just gotta say, I've been looking at this one all game. And it, like, would it be, like, better to be here and this one to be, like, a little bit that way? And I don't know, man. Blood is going to recall. Probably going to be able to get himself at least part of another item. But Hot Ink Dog is going to look for something in the left lane. 4 members of the team on that side of the map, but I don't think... Pele is really deep. With this lead she has on Lloyd, especially with him not quite having the Shifter Shield finish yet, gonna be able to pick up the red. And Salty has just rolled over and accepted these invades the entire game. Not really putting up any contest to it. They need a lot of early game work to be able to stand up to this team. Looking for a kill into R2. R2 does not see this. He sees it just in time to dash back into the tower. But turning into the Nike for the slow, drops the ultimate just to keep himself alive. 4 members of the Hot Ink Dog on his side of the map gonna be able to find the kill and the tower with no discernible response from the Salty Spittoon. They need to be able to get something out of this kill, as they're gonna be able to push out this second tower as they're just sitting there farming. At this point, you need to go for something like a call, and you cannot afford to be sitting there triple splitting the purple camp. The yellow camp. They need to be able to find something here. 2 level 13 and level 14 versus level 18. As the spin is off the mark for the millionth time this game. He needs to hit those. The Pele is level 14, equal with Lloyd. That's not bad, but the Primal Fury is going to go down for free to Hot Dog. And absolutely zero chance of any contest they put up there. Pele looks for that. Pele manages to steal the back XP camp, but Lloyd's able to pick off the Greater Scorpion. And nope. If they steal the Greater Scorpion, they stole the Greater. They stole the lobster, ladies and gentlemen. It had 1 health and they stole the lobster. One basic would affirm that Lloyd is gonna go down to this Pele almost definitely. If not the Danza ultimate, he drops his beads, not quite able to get the stun out. Goes down, costs 2 ults. But does it really matter at this point? Posturing around the Fire Giant, Pele, level 15, as well as the mid laner, just at level 16. But the Nuwa and they're just so far behind in farm. Pyromancer goes down as this Salty Spittoon just does not look coordinated this game. There's nothing else to it. Their abilities aren't hitting. Silen's ults have been bad the entire game. Their hope is that R2 pops off and that they can keep things going around him. This is a learning experience, is what we call this in the business. Twister is 4 levels behind. That is rough. And Silent and Blood are probably going to be able to secure this red, but Kepri's going to look to steal it away. Finds the damage onto it. They're going to drop it to a Kepri. They don't know where anybody else is because they have no wards on the side of the map. But they're just going to drop the red because Kepri was there. Cool. Silent and Blood gonna get pushed back into the mid tower by the Kepri as the Morgan secures the rest of the farm on the map. They are letting Hot Dog Inc. get away with literally anything they want to get away with as they posture on the Fire Giant. Maybe there's a chance that Salty Spitton can make some kind of play here and get something out of it. But I can't help but think that they just lost this in picks and bans. Fire Giant started up, knocked down to half health. Twister gonna jump in, probably a little early. A fair bit of damage out on this Pele, might find a kill. Piercing Moonlight goes through. Twister gonna die to the Danzaburos. Lloyd drops half his health. Blood finds a kill onto the Pele with the fire shards. As a disengagement ultimate is able to keep the team alive. A good blink from Lloyd 81 keeps him alive. As 4 members of Hot Ink Dog are still on the Fire Giant, I don't know if they have the potential to take it. They might if this Kepri can tank it for long enough. I don't think he can, so they are going to back off. As Blood is a little far up. He might get... Nope, he's not going to get caught up by this Morgan Le Fay. Blood has done an extremely good job not dying this game, which is... With the draft that Hot Ink Dog put, I would expect this Nuwa to be dead on cooldown. If I'm this Pele, I'm blinking on her every chance I get. But he still is 3 levels down. Only person on this team with 0 deaths. But R2 and Silent are looking for something on this Oni Fury. 4 to 7, the kill difference is not that bad, but every invade has just been so much for Hot Ink Dog. They're playing incredibly well against these guys. Oh, a little bit of CC on the Silent, not quite going to kill him. The Morgan has the potential to solo a carry at this point in the game by hitting her combo, but she does not have the chance to solo Silent, I don't think. She might, honestly. Speed camp is up. They might look to steal that away. But the real prize here is this Fire Giant. Why did he go out of focus when I went far away? Okay, I can't make Dan's disappear. Darn. Lobster going to be started up for the red team. They're going to be able to secure it. Twister, is he going to be able to get the... Twister steals away the Lobster. We've had Lobster steal for Lobster steal. For anybody near here, we call it Lobster. Silent takes a lot of damage. Colonel a bit off the mark, but the Pele on his right flank is not, well, now it's, well, yeah, now they see it. Lloyd backs up. Lloyd is 2 levels under this Pele from getting picked off the couple times he has. Significantly further behind this Pele in build as she's got the finished Erendite, she's got the finished Hydras. Bloodbeard has no idea there's people here. As they go through, now he does because they got the red camp. R2 gets hit really hard by this Morgan. Turns into the Nike. He's gonna die to this Pele. Nope, his blink is good. Silent pulls 1. That Pele almost definitely dies here. Piercing Moonlight gonna be able to find the kill. As the Morgan, the Morgan. I was right the first time. Alt gets her out. Hot Ink Dog, sorry. Secures the Oni Fury. In exchange for the Pele, honestly, that's not bad. Pele is 1 and 4. You just kind of send her to distract at this point. 4 members of Hot Ink Dog running up the middle lane. This is a rough one. Blood has done incredibly not dying. They picked a draft to kill Blood, and Blood has not died. I'm so proud. He is 4 levels behind, which is not something to be laughed at, but, you know. Lots of damage on a Twister. Twister does not quite have the magical defense online yet to negate that Morgan. Or she just has... Someone's gonna tell Blood that's what pen items do. 5 members of Hot Dog Inc. rallying around the Fire Giant as 5 members of Salty Spitton do the same. Looking for something around this Fire Giant. Going to the team fight thing. But the team fight's not quite happening yet. So we'll do that when the time comes. When people start hitting stuff. People start hitting stuff. R2 gets poked out, almost guaranteed gonna die here. Silent is... Twister's in a fight of his own. Gonna take a lot of damage. Danza channels his rocket, gonna do a lot of damage. Silence ult peels off too. But the Morgan turns into the Danzaburo, or not the Danzaburo, the Tsukuyomi, to get that piercing Moonlight. Blood finds himself dead for the first time in the game, as 5 members of Hot Dog Inc. run it down the right side. That should be a free fire giant, potentially a free right tower. Rough fight for this. Rough positioning. Did he not have beads? Yeah, he didn't know Shoddy had beads at the start of that fight. Are gonna cost him the fight, and the gold lead is now almost 11k. We really just, it's literally just early game. They just lost the early game card. Fire Giant goes down for free. Lloyd takes way too much damage from that Morgan. She has been playing incredibly well. Cool kids are us. On the Morgan, doing incredibly well. This right tower goes down for free as they're walking right past it, maybe looking for this Phoenix. 5 members with Fire Giant. Twister gonna get plucked out by this Khepri. Takes too much damage. Gonna have to sit in the back of Phoenix. 5 people with Fire Giant. Should be able to get this Phoenix if they go for it, but 5 members of the Celtics here. Blood is 4 levels behind. Lloyd 1, Silent 2, and Twister 1 himself. This Fighter Mask start as a response I don't think was the trick. It also may have been the Cullen absolutely doing it to him. Middle tower going to go down. As Hot Dog Inc. goes through the same motions they did last game of knocking out every single tower before they begin going for these Phoenixes. Gold lead extended to 15k. As we should see some Phoenix Sieges starting soon. I think a little bit earlier than last game. I feel like the Phoenix Sieges started a little later last game. But this is definitely... The damage chart really tells the story. 4 members of everybody but the support. The Khepri's forgiven for not having top damage. So is the Jing Chen. But these 3 damage numbers are all under 10k. Something the Hot Ink Dog has been able to establish off of just pure invades, having pressure all over the map. Lobster going to be contested. Lobster secured. The safety thing goes down. But Silent is not able to peel enough of Hot Ink Dog to matter. 2 members of Salty Platoon drop. Going into these final Phoenix Sieges. Potentially final. Only 3 members left to defend. Hot Ink Dog looks for the minions. Lloyd hits a shuriken onto this the Morgan. But I don't think it'll be enough. As it's going to be 3v5 on this Phoenix line. They're going to look for this Phoenix engage. Pele is taking Tower Shred. But they absolutely annihilate both R2 and Lloyd looking for this Phoenix. They're almost definitely going to be able to find it. But a Khepri ult saves Pele at the last second. 5 members against Twister. Both Blood and Silent will be up momentarily. Lots of damage on the Twister, but he's at the fountain. Titan started up by Hot Ink Dog. Single man knockup from Twister. The Morgan's going to be turning into this Pele. Cool Kids are us doing a ton of damage to the Titan. Titan is going to almost definitely fall to the unmitigated basic attacks from the Danzaburo. That is going to be the end of game 2 in a 2 roughly 30-minute games are another 2-0 against the Salty Spittoon. There's got to be a lot to learn from that. Yeah, good game. I'm really impressed with how Hot Dog Inc. played. The Danza was 6-0. The Khepri play was phenomenal. Honestly, picks and bans were bad. I don't like most of this team into most of this team. Especially that this Nuwa pick was man, there's a lot to learn from that. Let's take a look at some of the damage numbers. This surprises me. I thought this would be way higher, but when you just kind of farm and pressure all game, that's kind of just what happens. Let's take a look and okay. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna call the stream there. Thank you everybody for watching. This has probably been my favorite game to cast so far, just because I think I've done well just casting teamfight wise. I've improved a lot. But thank you all for watching, and have a good night.